.ca brings you Coast to Coast. Here with all your hockey news, here is Alex Furco, Casey Freeman, Braden Renshaw, Merrick Robinson, and Phil Tremblay.
Braden, now that I've actually verified that you listened to that live, what did you think of it?
I actually really like it.
Yeah?
Casey did just mention, imagine you played the old one today just to mess
prank.
with me.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
The new choice is a figment of everyone's imagination.
Everything that I've been
Old
hearing for the
intro.
last 2 weeks have been a lie.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm as always Alex Furco with Casey Freeman,
Good morning.
Merrick Robinson,
Morning.
Phil Tremblay,
Yup.
and Braden Redshaw.
I brought the donuts.
You did bring the donuts.
brought
I did
donuts.
bring
So-
the donuts, as we could see.
Yeah, so after last week's show, we've decided
He's bought himself back in.
we've decided that if you screw up twice on the show, you bring in donuts.
That's
I like
the new
it.
rule.
And
Braden
I rolled
Redshaw
in,
was
I
late.
rolled in late.
And he also swore with his full chest. So
That was the most passionate one.
The
we
most
had, though.
passionate swear we've had yet.
he had to bring in donuts.
What
And
deems a screw up?
If
Well,
you
like
show up
swearing
late,
or
Pretty
showing up
much,
late. Show up
pretty
late.
much late or a swear.
or it's like, I don't
I'm
know,
sure.
what else would we consider other than those two?
You knock the camera
Like,
down.
you,
Murder?
you punch somebody.
You
Probably.
like,
forget
is
forget
that-
to record one of the angles.
Weren't you gonna murder somebody here at one point?
Everybody.
Oh, Braden. Okay.
he was gonna kill me. That's what.
I know, but we gotta wait till the draft for that.
Maybe if
Okay.
you're like stupid wrong on something, like stupid wrong on
yeah.
something.
You mean like making up a player's name for trivia? Like
Or saying Evgeny Malkin played for Dallas.
yeah. like-
Yeah.
Or
Yosef
how about
Krzyzewski.
how about this?
Who'd
If
he
you
play
make up
for?
stupid trivia questions.
Hey, all my trivia questions for today are very, very
Were
good.
mine stupid?
No,
No,
yours
yours
were
were
fine.
fine.
Yours
You
were-
gave
yours
you
were
gave
good.
everybody like the same amount of questions as like what they're gonna get. You would put like
I
5
hated that.
questions in
I
one
hated your
basket.
DeSmith one because then you're like, paying on like. What
Did you
are
not?
talking
The
about?
answers in
that
our
one.
room.
Once they leave Pittsburgh, half the time I forget they played.
That
for
one
you.
made me
I only
groan.
said that those questions are like miscellaneous questions because if I told you what team they're about, it would give away the question.
But,
But find out later when
I'm
we
stressed.
play trivia.
I'm the one who knows the questions.
Anyway, we have a show to do.
We do have a show to do. On that show, we're going to talk about the Flames, Hitmen. We do have a quiz, as we kind of already admitted to.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
We're gonna talk about the GM meetings, Mike Modano's statue, and a couple player recognitions from Jordan Eberle, TJ Oshie, James Henry Rimsdyk, and Wayne Simmons.
All my
first,
loves are playing 1,000 games this year.
yeah,
Crazy.
it's I find it odd how they started at around the same time,
Yeah,
and
and
you
it
like
just-
all of them.
It's just I don't know. The timing was weird, especially with TJ Oshie, how he's been injured so often.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's-
I have a
Like
trivia
you-
question about Mike Modano,
Yeah,
actually.
You
Oh.
you
the Dallas Stars.
you,
Okay.
you watched the Jordan Eberle ceremony, and then you cried open tears, and then by the time the Oshie one came up, you were still dehydrated from the Eberle.
Yeah.
What were you ever to do?
I potentially also have a solution to Phil's crashed ice wantings.
Let's do
A
what is it?
solution?
I know who we can use as the test dummies. Matt Rempe and Reeves. And
That'd
let
be
them
awesome.
battle it out on crashed ice.
Matt Rempe
I
would
think
do
s-
great.
I think someone on the
think.
TikTok said Larkin as an answer too, which was actually like
It's not a bad
really
answer.
underrated.
McKinnon was one of them on YouTube Shorts.
But
Yeah,
we gotta throw a
McKinnon,
couple dummies out there
Barzal.
first. So it's like
So
All hockey players are dumb.
that's the
Hey,
same
whoa,
as
whoa,
that's
whoa.
same as imagining doing an F1 race, and then Braden's like, "What if we did it with trucks first?"
They do that.
they do.
I'm
that.
aware they do that.
You ever seen the Mercedes semi-truck racing?
I
It's
haven't
nuts.
seen it,
Oh
but
my
I'm
God.
aware
I just saw this
it
other thing
exists.
as well. That was it was in England. It was double-decker bus racing.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
It's
elite.
crazy.
That's some
I was
like
like, I would
other
watch
someone
that.
off.
Why, love?
Dude.
Get out the way.
That's double the fun.
Exactly. Double the double the deckers, double the fun.
double the.
Double the deckers.
Oh.
I was gonna say double the deaths, but probably not.
So I almost said that.
I mean, possibly. But let's get into
Let's
our
be
first topic.
serious.
Let's get into our first topic with the Flames here.
they go .500 since our last show.
Boy, howdy, we're allowed if they just pick the side of the fence.
They never do. They never will.
Pick something. Pick a direction, please.
At least Wolf got to play some games.
So I did write down the week predictions from last week.
I don't think
I don't think
of us
anybody got it right.
Did
Ex-
anyone say
No,
two
I
and
think
two?
someone said
Extra.
2 and 2.
Hang on, I'm getting there. That's why I brought it up.
Patience.
What do you think I was gonna say, guys? I wrote it all down, and none of you get to
Yeah,
know.
we're not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
no.
I
You have to guess it.
You have to go into the room next to him. You gotta go to him.
The only people that did not get points were myself and Braden Redshaw. Merrick, Casey, and Phil all said 2 and 2. I said 1 and 3.
Oh, we actually all got it right.
And Braden said 3 and 1.
I thought I said 1 and 3. Well, there you go.
Yeah, and
Did Wolf play all 3 of the games? He
I don't know.
did. He
I thought
did.
Vladar started in the Knights game.
Nope.
Wolf did.
Interesting.
Wolf looked so good in that Knights game. That was fantastic.
I think I saw a post on Sportsnet's Instagram page of his performance across the Vegas and Montreal game. I think it was like a 9-6-4 or something in the
Yeah,
Vegas game.
He had a 9-6-6 in the Vegas game and a 9-4-7 in the Montreal game.
Ludicrous.
So awesome.
I also want whoever is in charge of the Flames like social media, give them a raise.
No, that's
Oh
so
my God,
funny.
yes.
Whoever is in
So
charge of
funny.
this, like you need to be paid more.
What, the worm thing?
That was
Have
funny.
you seen like the TikToks that gets posted
Oh,
after
dude,
every
the
win?
TikToks
The
are
TikToks
nuts.
so
The TikToks are
Mm.
like the most unhinged. Like
No, a lot of
Just-
a lot
I
of
love that
sports
meme
teams-
culture is now just a part of advertising.
Yeah,
however,
a lot
I
of
think
sports
what-
teams do that on TikTok now. Like
there was an
Buffalo
issue
Bills is a
with
big
like
one.
the NBA social media. The Orlando Magic guy got fired.
What?
What,
Dude,
for
the jersey
posting a
swap,
meme?
the jersey swap that you sent in, he got fired over that.
Okay, but that was a lot different.
That I understand.
Did you see the jersey swap?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
That was crazy.
To be fair, I probably would have gotten fired as well.
The Orlando
I-
Magic's TikTok is also elite. They always post
Like
that song when they
honestly,
win.
if you're taking a photo, how do you not just say like,
Dude,
"Hey, can you
no.
guys just like
Apparently they
Swap?
They
Yeah, can you guys
organized.
swap?
it.
Apparently-
the players organized.
No,
it.
apparently they started off as it was opposite of what the photo was. So they started off like where it wasn't,
Yeah.
and then they switched on purpose.
Oh my God.
I would not use that photo. I would use the first photo."
It's so funny.
He went out. He went out on a bang.
I think that sorry, just speaking of social media, Boston Bruins have like the best TikTok. Unfortunately, like they.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
They
I just-
'cause
they just did one
everybody
about
just hates the
donuts.
Bruins.
Yeah, I
But-
saw that
One
one.
about
yeah.
But
donuts.
there's the one where who just signed there, Pat Maroon.
Yeah.
And he's like
I
Brad
saw
Marchand is so
that.
funny in them. Like I don't know. And there's
So
one
Brad
where
Marchand's
he
a big diva.
there's one where
with
he
him.
has like a picture. I think it's pasta and like a chain, and he's like singing. Brad's like singing Taylor Swift, but it's like before like he's trying to sing the sound that's on
Yeah.
TikTok, but he's can't. It's just so I don't know. Theirs is
funny.
pretty good, and like I know Charlie Coyle and Jake DeBrusk always like break down The Bachelorette or whatever like every week. Like I don't know, they're pretty funny.
We've only got 2 games until our next show.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about the Capitals game a bit here first.
I didn't watch it, not gonna lie. I got home and I was so tired. I just went to bed.
I watched it a bit. I was there for the first period.
Did they just fall apart or what?
They played very
I think what
They
happened is Ovechkin showed up.
So I was
Fair.
that's precisely where I was going to go first. Is that
Funnier
so
for
the
season.
story one of the stories coming out of Washington this season. What the bleep am I talking about? Washington this season is that McDavid. My God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Connor McMichael.
Ovechkin
What a morning.
wasn't scoring at the clip that he used to, and he's not going to reach Gretzky's record in that. And I figure, well, if he played 82 games against Calgary, he would have dummied
He'd
that
be
record.
there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Of course, Ovechkin comes out flying against Calgary with 2 goals, both on the power play.
No, one of them wasn't actually from his office.
I
One of them
think
was
No.
one
I
was in the
think
crease.
Alex has been a lot better since their All-Star break. I was gonna say reading
Yeah.
break, but I'm like that's not what they.
Oh,
go on.
Ovechkin.
I think on
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, what? How did I improve?
I think they said on TV yesterday, just in a little graphic, that at his rate this season, it'll still take him like 170 games to reach the record. So he's got to
plans-
stick around
and
for
he-
3
he
or
plan-
4 more seasons.
He plans to retire after his contract ends. So whenever
He's got to get scoring, man.
I think it,
Whoa!
Oh my God.
that counts.
I
That
caught
counts as one mess up.
Right,
it's
that's
not his
out of his
fault.
control.
Where did the thing go?
where'd the
He
screw go?
broke the mic.
It did not break anything. It's just this came off.
Anyway,
Anyway.
while
Where did
Merrick
it
fixes
go?
his mic there,
The screw is just gone.
honestly, I kept getting alerts about the game on my phone as I was leaving the game last night, and I was getting increasingly more mad. And then as I saw the name Hendrix Lapierre come up on my phone, I just switched to apathetic. I didn't care.
Hendrix Lapierre.
Merrick, you gotta like crawl around for it. You gotta go.
That
looking
is
for it.
so weird.
No, it's disappeared.
Sorry, Alex. It did just like disappear.
No worries. The screw also matches the color of the carpet, so I can understand that it's hard to see. I'm just gonna tap dance while Merrick figures that out, or at least like if he can't find it, he can just hold his mic for the rest of the show, which is also an easy fix.
You just pull a Joe Rogan, just hold it like right next to your
Well,
face
I
for
have
3
to.
hours.
I don't think we're doing this for 3 hours.
It's the way I feel like there wasn't even a screw there to begin with, but like I don't think that's is possible. Like I don't know.
I bet it rolled. It might have gone. Look, there's like a little space under.
Oh.
It might have found its way under the table. Here, use my flashlight.
So Dylan Strome.
Phil, here.
So Dylan Strome got the first goal in the first period. In the second period, Ovechkin scored back-to-back goals, both on the power play. Kevin Rooney scoring his second of the season, followed by Hendrix Lapierre, and this is where I just didn't care anymore. Hendrix Lapierre with his 8th of the season, followed by Mackenzie Weegar. I love him so much in the third with his 16th.
I don't know, man.
And then Casey Freeman, I think this guy was on your Valentine's roster, Tom Wilson.
I don't think he.
that's
maybe
gonna be
he
fun
was.
to watch.
I've met Tom Wilson.
I might have.
it was
I
in my
might have
pocket.
mentioned him in my lineup.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I
It
think
fell into
some.
my pocket.
But
What's sorry?
It fell into his pocket. That's crazy. What? You had me on the floor and it was in your
table-
pocket?
Like this. How was I supposed to know?
The table just pulled off the, is this your card?
that was so crazy. Cause yeah, it didn't even make a sound or anything. It just like.
It just fell.
Oh.
Hello.
Anyway, while you figure that out.
Tom Wilson's having a great year. I feel.
Tom Wilson, he's always underratedly good.
And like people think he's dirty,
Pe-
but I feel like
people
he's
people think
changed.
he's just like the dirty hitter that he's been for the past 3 or 4 years, but he's actually starting to go into a bit of a scorer, a bit of a point getter. He scored 17 goals, which, yes, I understand isn't, Hart numbers or Art Ross or anything like that, but I mean he's still growing from what he used to be. Kind of like Brad Marchand used to only be a rat, but now he's a scoring rat.
Yes.
We're back.
Yeah, he got his first career hat trick this season too.
Oh boy.
That's funny.
He got his first
Wilson?
career hat trick?
Tom Wilson. Yeah,
Oh, I
this
thought you were talking
year.
about Brother
no
Red
way that was his
Marchand. I was
first
like,
career.
that took him a long
Took him
time.
a long time to do that. He just gets close, but he's like, nah.
He just doesn't feel like scoring the third.
It takes some players a long time to get their first career hat tricks.
That's I was surprised when McCarr got his. I didn't know that was his first.
Yeah,
hat trick.
that was the surprising. But I'm like, I guess that makes sense.
I
but-
find it in a lot of sports, like if you're close to like hitting something, you could be either like such a flow, and then it just gets so stressful for you, and you start
Oh,
like,
yeah.
overthinking.
You just think
everything.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could easily be like, oh, you're on for like a 5-pointer, and then they are start thinking everything. They're like,
Like
oh,
I'm
is
still
that the
waiting
right
for
pass
Justin
to
Hall
make?
to get his first goal as a Detroit Red Wing, but he also just hasn't played in like 6 weeks, so it's kind of hard.
He does have to play to get points. That is how it goes.
He was like the 7th defenseman a few weeks ago, and I was like, good job. And then he hasn't been back yet.
So the reason I brought up players players having gone a long time, but for their first hat trick, for reference, I know this is a Flyers player because obviously I'm going to bring up a Flyers player, but it actually is relevant. Bless you.
Thank you.
Claude Giroux was drafted in 2006. His first season hat trick, like in-season hat trick, was 2018.
Whoa! Wow.
Wow.
His first career hat trick was in a playoff series in 2012, but
feel
his
like that
his
counts.
first in-season hat trick was 2018, which, considering how many
Brutal.
games he played in season, I find shocking.
Yeah.
But I also think of 2012. Are you saying? Is that what you said?
2012 was his first career hat trick. 2018 was his
Oh.
first
'Cause
in-season hat
Because I
trick.
also
in the
think of like
playoffs.
who were the Flyers in like 2008,
Who are the Flyers?
2009, 2010. It's like you have
Flyers
Mike
were-
Richards.
no,
I'm pretty
Flyers
sure
were
Danny
good.
Briere was at that point. Like,
Yep.
so it's just like Claude wasn't looked at probably. I feel like I don't know.
Well, he did have a slow burn, but he was also. I think I think he went to the All-Star game a couple of times, or at least he was in the conversation, and he didn't have a hat trick until 2 years before the pandemic. And he
Yeah,
started.
that's crazy to
and
think.
he started
Yeah, but that
pre-Golden
was over
Goal.
4 years ago.
I like
now.
sometimes forget that he was on Philadelphia even. Like, I don't know.
I
I know
beg your
that's like
pardon?
where he like came from and he was a captain and everything, but I'm like, oh yeah, like you were on Philadelphia.
I miss Claude Giroux on Philadelphia. Those were good times.
Word.
As a Penguins fan?
Dude, like the rivalry was sick. What are you talking
It
about?
was.
Yeah.
We still owned you. That's probably why I enjoyed it more, but it was still good to watch.
Okay, for Drew God's first hat trick against Pittsburgh, I wasn't gonna mention it up until he started shooting, and now I'm gonna mention
Well,
it.
like one of the best playoff games between Crosby and Ovechkin. They both went
Yeah.
hat trick for hat trick, and Ovechkin won. But it was still an elite game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Speaking of elite games, Calgary Flames play the Vancouver Canucks on Saturday,
Here?
and then no, in Vancouver.
Oh.
And,
I'm sorry, I got really excited. I wanted to go to.
Casey's now playing on the
and
phone.
then in a
for
back-to-back on
flight.
Sunday, they play Buffalo, and
0-2.
I'm gonna go
0-2.
Yeah, Buffalo's a
I'm gonna
wagon
go
right now.
1-1.
I would be very
What's
happy if they beat
Buffalo
Buff-
been doing in the last couple of games?
They're
they've
they're
been
in the
doing
wild
pretty
card
good.
race. They're back of it. They're probably towards like the back half of the wild card race, but they're
They're
still in
closer to
it.
Pittsburgh than they are.
Washington just slid into the second.
I am gonna agree with Phil Trombley 0-2.
I did not say
That was me.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna agree with Merrick Robinson 0-2.
Phil
My
said
bad.
1-1.
I said 1-1.
I think 1-1.
How good are the Red Wings? That's my question.
Not.
We're not talking about the Red
Well,
Wings.
but I'm looking at like their
Not good
previous
since
games.
they've benched Justin Hall for like 18
lost the-
weeks.
You know what?
Here, Brandon. Here's your
No.
point. They lost to Pittsburgh.
They are on
They
a
lost
down.
to Pit-
They're
they
not.
lost to Pittsburgh. Okay,
They're
so
not doing well
definitely
right now.
They're definitely going to lose to the Flames. So, you know what? I'll go 0-2.
So where does Detroit come into
Actually,
this conversation?
never mind.
yeah, how?
Because I was looking because they played Detroit like twice in 1 week and they beat Detroit 7-3. Then they lost 4-1. So that's what I was trying
So
to
what does
figure
that
out
serve then?
So
But I was trying to figure out how good Detroit was. I was going to judge that off that.
But if they're 500 against them anyway, what's the point?
Well,
Yeah.
because obviously against
Pittsburgh's
Calgary, it's a little
500 against-
easier.
Pittsburgh's 500 against Boston. I can see his point. Doesn't really.
I don't see it.
It doesn't make sense, but sure.
I'm going to say lose the Canucks, beat the Sabres.
1-1 it is.
Alex, we're not making playoffs.
No,
we out?
We're not making playoffs.
no.
We are 8 points behind the Vegas Golden Knights in the second wild card.
We've been saying that for weeks now, though.
And they've got a game.
I'm making it official.
Phil has breaking news. Phil has kicked the Flames out of playoffs.
So the Flames are now going to go on a 10-game win streak.
Yeah.
They will
Probably,
win every,
yeah.
They
Just
will
to
win.
spite They're gonna you. win
to the
just because
Just
of
for
how,
spite.
because of how this show
They'll be
works.
1
They're going to
point
win
off the
every
playoffs.
game from here, and they're going to sneak into the playoffs.
Yep.
And then
we're
they're
gonna
going to get
a bad
swept in
draft
the first
pick.
round.
Yep.
And you're not going to get Yakimchuk or Ingela.
Yep.
And
gonna
then
be a
Phil
rough
is
one.
gonna cry.
I might do it anyway, just for fun.
Yeah,
Crying over hockey's fun.
I'm
can't confirm.
nice.
No, I deeply wish Flames management would just pick a side of the fence. I really do.
I think they've gone the way of the tank.
Have they?
They've tried.
I mean, we just won against the defending Stanley Cup champions with our backup goalie.
Do you think that?
True.
So
I'm saying he can only do so much to tank.
Do you think that they started Wolf against Vegas just as a way to get him NHL ice time, and then he just stood on his head
Yep.
and shocked everyone?
And then they let him start against Montreal too.
Yeah.
I love it though. I think it's really good that Wolf's gotten to start
And it's like-
all these games because
You're f-
that's what he needs. Starting him one game like every few weeks when he gets called up.
Not helpful.
When Markstrom goes day to day for like a spread of 4 or 5 games,
Yeah.
letting Wolf play one of them doesn't help. Because then he'll just because he played. Did he play against the Colorado game? Was that Wolf too?
I think that was.
I think he might have got
Colorado
thrown
game.
in.
Is
at
that the
some
game
point.
that they got rocked though?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
think.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, well, Vladar got pulled, so
Mm.
Dustin Wolf made 3 saves. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shutout.
Fair enough.
Shut up.
Yeah, he did get a shutout.
Yeah,
What a
Vladar,
guy.
Vladar posted a nice 8.829.
Can I say something?
It's good
Yeah.
for Wolf though.
Go for it.
Calgary went 3-0-1 against Vegas this season.
That's pretty crazy. That's actually nuts.
They got 7 of 8 points.
Who's surprised?
I am.
I
All
am.
of us.
But it's this team. There's nothing to be surprised about.
That's true.
Man's got a point.
What's our season series against like San Jose?
0-1.
0-1.
0-1, and it was not close.
And who's at fault for that? Phil Trombley.
Yeah.
Sorry, I already answered the question.
They play them twice. Twice more.
They do on the 9th and the 18th.
Do we want to say anything now, or?
do you want?
No, we're good. No,
No.
we're,
What do you think?
we
of
not
Sharks,
saying
Phil?
we
anything.
as a group are going to keep our mouths
I'm
shut.
not saying
What do you
anything.
think of Sharks, Phil?
I'm not saying anything. Fifth Amendment.
Do
Fifth Amendment.
Phil Tremblay,
Yeah.
are you good to do Hitman Corner yet, or do you want me to move on to a different topic first?
Yeah, Hitman Corner's not too long today. So
Hitman Corner.
we'll
So-
rip it up. We got 3 more games left in the season.
They're not out of playoff contention yet.
No, because Sunday was crazy.
Sunday was
Oh my God,
crazy.
they
I was
beat
paying
Lethbridge.
attention to this because I wanted to
Three-
actually like contribute to Hitman Corner.
A
Again.
huge 3-2 overtime win against the Lethbridge Hurricane coming from Reese Hamilton, who got the first star of the game.
Max Moranov scored 17 seconds into the game with a new Hitman record. I
That
think.
was the new Hitman record. That was fantastic. And single-handedly contributing to Phil's mental health decline. Because now I'm looking at the standings. Oh, actually, no, we're good. Lethbridge is in. So it's either Prince Albert or Calgary Hitmen.
Don't you guys
It's going to be tough, though. Prince Albert has 65 points. Calgary Hitmen have 62 points. 3 games left for both
Don't you?
teams.
I think the
So-
Hitmen play Swift Current twice, right?
Yeah, they
Yes.
play Swift Current twice, and
But
Prince
what-
Albert plays Saskatoon twice.
But when
Ooh, well, we play Saskatoon and then
one.
Swift
But when-
Current. Swift
but when
Current.
those
Yeah.
like when Swift Current and Saskatoon just rest their players. Maybe.
That's what I
Maybe.
said last week, so maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. Swift Current, I could see them doing it because it's a home and home. Back-to-back home and
That's
home
a
in
haul.
Swift Current.
That's
sucks.
A haul in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that a haul in 24 hours?
I would say so.
It's like you finish
Especially
the
if
first
you're
game
playing
at like,
hockey games in there too.
finish the first game at like 11, maybe 11:30. You don't get home if you're leaving that night.
They're probably taking the buzz out that night.
Yeah.
So
There's hope.
there's hope. It would be kind of crazy. I would
It's
love
the
to
hope
see
that
it.
killed you.
I would love to see it. I'm glad the Lethbridge Hurricanes are in, and it's not going to be either Calgary or Lethbridge. The last playoff spot is still up for grabs. Maybe.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. That's
They-
all I
they-
got to say.
They probably won't, but they might.
But they might
But
do
they
it.
probably won't.
But they probably
they
won't.
might,
But
though.
they might have it.
Can I just say something about this? Is just about the Regina Pats. I forgot to mention this last week, but the Briar was in Regina 2 weeks ago, and they were playing where the Pats play. And I don't know, you were kind of mentioning that they don't stay anywhere. I don't think the Pats do, because apparently they were on like a road trip, obviously, because they're
Yeah.
not playing at home.
Yeah.
But it showed them they're like 4 different days watching the curling, and I'm like, do they not stay on the road? I guess they
For
just
the
come back.
road trips, for the trips they do.
Because they were on a 7-game road trip because
Yeah.
Briar was there for a week, but then they were like in the arena like 4 different days watching, and I'm like, why are you guys back
They
here?
might
Like,
go
shouldn't
out
you
and
be
back. I
somewhere?
don't know.
But maybe it's like they're playing
I
at
think it
close
depends.
It also
places.
depends on the franchise as well.
But I just thought it was cool, and then Vic Router, he's like the TSN reporter. He's just like is like pretending to be them. He's like, this isn't hockey ice, and like they're just like confused about it. But it's just cool when they're watching that. I think like it just adds to the sport. But
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I can't remember if it was Braden or Alex that sent it to the group chat. But Yak Draft Watch,
That was me.
where about
Alex
he's
sent that
ranking.
in.
Yeah.
He's at what?
He's at 5.
He's at 5. That's insane.
Let's-
I'd be
A few
honestly.
weeks ago, he's ranked 12 as well.
Yeah,
And then I thought he was ranked 7th, and now he's ranked 5th,
that's insane. 5th is crazy.
which means he's 1, 2, 3,
Let's see,
4.
4
He's
days
potentially
ago.
shipped off to Ottawa, cap friendly.
Interesting.
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Do they have their own
It's kind of a
first?
coincidence.
I mean, he does have
kind of a
64 points in
coincidence you're
63
wearing-
games.
They do have their. Ooh, they might.
Alex, it's kind of coincidence that you're wearing an Ottawa jersey right now.
I know. I should get Yakimchuk on the back of this.
You should.
Do it
If you
right
go-
now before you even get drafted.
sorry, I just wanted to talk about custom jerseys. You know how like children of players have the jerseys that are like daddy, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what if I got one of those
That,
for like Joe Pavelski?
Oh no,
Daddy
I
Pavelski.
just imagine you showing up to a Flames game with Daddy and 20 on your back.
that would be nuts.
And then
I
like
also-
I think Blake's wife would probably like beat me up or something. though.
Probably.
I also found an updated one from 4 days ago. They moved Yak down to 15.
Okay,
That's
weird.
That's Pittsburgh territory.
That's 15.
That's
1,
St.
2,
Louis
That's going to
3,
St.
4,
Louis.
5,
St.
6,
Louis.
I know,
7,
but
8,
Pittsburgh's
9,
around
10, 11,
I think we're
12,
12th or
13,
15th.
14,
I don't think you have a
15.
draft pick.
Minnesota
Oh no,
Wild.
we traded away. Forgot about that.
Calgary Flames, Tidge Ginla.
Please. Please.
They got to make something happen here,
Please.
right? Like, they can't let them both go.
Please.
I'm just like
Yeah.
imagining like how they do the All-Star draft. That's how the Calgary Flames should handle this, so they can get a Ginla.
Bring out Tim McRae to make
Yeah.
There's one way and only one way to handle TJ Ginla getting drafted to Calgary, and that's his dad doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lanny. I think that'd be pretty cool.
There's one way and only one way. Lanny would be cool, but
Still.
it's got to be your dad.
Yeah.
Does his dad work in the organization?
Yep.
Yep.
He does.
He
Okay.
does. He's head of player training.
It'll be like, I don't know if you guys saw it. I think it was at the beginning of the last NFL season. One of the Dallas Stars scouts got to call his son and be like, do you want to come to
Oh,
work with
Oh,
me
yeah.
yeah,
next
that's
week?
cool.
That
I
was
think
pretty
Someone
crazy.
did that for the Cowboys
if
as
for
well.
that
He drafted
first
his own son.
I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
he
you said
just you
stars.
did
Did I
say
say stars?
though, but that's what he meant. But you guys were on the same page.
That's
like-
what I
Like,
meant.
what?
Cowboys, yeah.
Special advisor to the GM.
I think if it's like you watch Jerome McGinley walk up to that stage, you know.
You
just getting
know.
killed.
he just like
Could
picks
you
someone
imagine
Yeah.
else.
pick someone
Yeah.
else and be like,
Cardiac
And-
shock.
It is.
The
That's
camera
gonna be an
the
awkward
camera,
dinner
the
conversation
camera just
later
cuts
that
to
night.
Teach Gonna like, hello?
Unless Tej goes.
Like,
Unless he goes
that,
before
yeah.
that.
I remember on that kind of same track, I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I saw this reel of, I completely forget who it was, but it was in the Dallas Cowboys organization, and this dad's calling his son and he said, "Do you want to come work with me
Yeah.
tomorrow?"
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
We
Yeah.
just talked. What? We just said that
Well,
whole
he-
story.
I-
Sorry, I was just working on pulling up the Joe McGinley special advisor
Okay.
thing.
Well, he also, Phil did say Dallas Stars, so to be fair.
I did say Dallas Stars.
I have a funny
I
story
meant Cowboys.
about when the draft was in Dallas and like Mike Modano, I think, introduced Jamie Benn, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, Jamie, you've never been on this stage before," because Jamie Benn was picked like in the 5th round. So he's like, "Sorry, 5th rounders don't get to go on the draft stage." So this is his first time being on the draft stage.
Oh.
Are you good to move off of
Yeah.
the Hitmen corner?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
one more thing.
well,
The entire Western Conference playoffs is booked. That is done. The Western Conference is signed, sealed, delivered. Eastern Conference, there's the one spot left.
It's like the NHL.
Not really.
not really.
How? The Western Conference is pretty much locked, and then the Eastern one is up for grabs for anyone.
That's
But
like
I'm saying
so
the Western
con-
Conference isn't pretty much locked. It is locked. It's
For-
done.
In the NHL?
No, in the CHL.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
the
I'm
WHL.
comparing it to the NHL.
But the NHL in the Western Conference isn't locked yet.
It pretty much is.
Well,
It
I
isn't,
think it's
though.
crazy that like
Or
like
trivia
the
teams
closest
haven't
team-
clinched yet. But
well, you've pretty much like
I know, but
Boston's
I'm like, just
in,
come out with a
Vancouver's
graphic
in,
saying you've
yeah.
clinched. Has Dallas? Will Dallas be there?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dallas is
Yeah,
there.
you're
Dallas could go like lose
third
the
and
rest of the
Central
games.
right
and
now,
they'll
you're
still
good.
make
Okay.
Yeah, they're ahead of the first wild card spot
It's about
by
the same.
9 points.
The race is about the same.
Dallas has Calgary Flames by 20 points.
it. Ooh.
What are you
It's
talking
also a
about?
three-way tie at the top of the Central. They all have 91 points. Granted,
Winnipeg's got a game.
Winnipeg's got 2 games on Dallas. Colorado has 1 game on Dallas.
And it goes in like that order: Winnipeg, Avalanche, Dallas.
So they all got the same. That's what I'm saying. They all got the same amount of points.
All right.
All right, what's next, Alex?
So as we sit here on March 19th at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time,
8:29 actually.
Oh my god.
I can't read.
It's been a great show today.
Did I say 39?
No, you said
you said
30.
30.
Okay, well,
Phil's just
count
being
it.
picky.
It's probably 8:30 now. Like
Nope,
No,
it's
it's
not.
Really
I
29.
It's
pulled
still
up the clock
it's still
for that.
29 for another like 20 seconds. But as we sit here at 8:29 and 40 seconds on
Thank you, Alex.
March 19th, we are in also day 2 of the NHL GM meetings. And at these meetings, what have I been yelling and screaming about for a large portion of the season so far?
Cap convention.
No.
Oh.
Who am I calling out consistently for being consistently inconsistent?
The player safety.
NHL player safety. Apparently, my opinion is shared amongst many, many NHL GMs. And the way that these meetings go down is that the head of player safety, George Peros, pretty much makes a presentation to all GMs saying, hey, here's basically what I've been doing. Here's here's why you should have confidence in me. It's basically pretty much reapplying for his job, is what I believe it to be. And apparently, this presentation coming up here is going to be looked at with a bit more kind of scrutiny, because a lot of NHL GMs do not understand how some suspension is 5 games and some are 1 or 2.
Which neither do we.
Yep.
Like
The
you
only way
said,
we
we've been
actually know
confused
is-
about that all season.
The only time we'll actually know is if it's on the phone or off the phone.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
only way
that's
we're
not
actually
getting a
able to
good
tell.
idea for it.
Granted, we've been pretty good on our predictions with suspensions.
Yeah,
and
I think we had all of us mostly had Rempe at 4. We got
I
to
said
5.
5,
I
but
said free my guy.
And then for the Pospisil hit,
I think we all said 2.
yeah, we all said 2, which is what he got.
but we
I
were
thought
all
he got 3.
but-
I thought he got 3.
Did he get 3?
For some reason, I thought he
Yeah.
got 3 also.
we were all stupid wrong on the Manjapani one game when we were thinking 3 or 4.
Yeah, that was
I think the
dumb.
David. I know it was.
And
I
then
don't think it
the-
was the David Perron one earlier. I know we weren't a part of the show yet, but
the
that
one
was
after
6.
the point blank slap.
Yeah,
shot
the
deal.
Riley one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
got
were all
that
pretty
one.
right
The
on
Riley
that.
one I
Why
got.
did Morgan Riley even get suspended? I had to like rack my brain.
That was
I was
so
like,
funny.
We were all like pretty much on the money with the
Yeah.
Morgan Riley.
So
one.
they should just hire us.
They should. We should be the player safety
Yep.
committee.
And
we
keep
do,
Red
we
Bull
do
on
pretty
it.
good at it.
Nice.
I think we do all right at it.
No, we
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I think we would too.
Like, well, think about.
I
think
wish
about
I had you guys' confidence
Until
levels.
Pavelski walks into the suspension room case, he's like, "Nope, you're good to go."
You're good. Yeah,
You're good.
None of my guys would ever get punished.
Duchesne, nope, did nothing
Only
wrong.
for like being too cute or
Coleman.
something.
Matt
All
Duchesne
three of us are
slashes a
these-
guy across the face. You didn't mean it.
Baseball
It was
swing
an
to the
accident.
back of the head. You
I-
can go. You can go.
I say this about Tyler Seguin and Matt Duchesne specifically. Whenever they go to the penalty box, I'm like, literally, they've never done anything wrong in their life. Like, look,
Literally-
Tyler Seguin has
literally
no thoughts going on.
get
How
them
could
out
he
of
do
there.
anything?
So I bring up the GM
It's
meetings.
been 2 minutes already. Come on.
I bring up the GM meetings to ask you guys a question. If you guys were commissioner of the NHL,
Honolulu.
what is
Shocking.
what is one rule
Oh.
you would institute or change or
Like
anything?
like a legit rule, and not like our hot
Like
goalie
not a-
pads in overtime. And then
No, yeah, like
Okay,
a
a
legit,
legit
like a
rule.
legit, like a
rule.
legit rule. You're not relocating teams or anything. You're just changing a rule or the playoff format or something.
Oh.
What would you guys change?
Oh, I actually, okay, I was like, I not lying. Shower thought this morning.
Okay.
I was literally thinking, I was like, the NBA has the play-in games where it's like
Okay.
it's like they kind of eliminated the amount of teams that make it. Like instead of 8 locked in,
It's-
6 teams get their guaranteed bye. So for example, the 3 teams that don't go into the wild card,
Yeah.
they extend then the wild card to like four teams.
Yeah.
And then so it's the 1 and 4 in the wild card play each other, and then the 2 and 3. The winner of the 2 and 3 and the loser of the 1 and 4 play for the other wild card spot. Or no, it's the 1 and 2 and then the 3 and 4. Winner of 3 and 4, loser of 1 and 2. They play for the last wild card spot.
That's cool.
Why did that?
And those are
NHL
only
even-
3-game series, I think, too, right?
Yes, because it's single game elimination. So if you win the first one in the 1 and 2 in the wild card, you're into the playoffs. If you lose that,
You're not
you then
out.
have to win
Yeah.
against the winner of the 3 and 4 to get in.
That's cool.
That's the one thing
like
that I
that.
would add.
NHL used to not even have wild cards, right?
Yeah, you just be 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. And then did we just introduce wild card just to be like every other playoff format? Like NBA obviously has wild card. I'm assuming baseball definitely has
do.
wild
Baseball's
card.
got wild card.
Curling even has wild card now. So
NBA doesn't technically have wild card, but they have like the play in.
Like,
It's like
yeah.
But also NBA playoffs are like notoriously like not as good. Not a lot of people like them.
they
as much
used
as
to
the
be a
other.
lot more constructed. It used to be the division
Yeah.
winners were 1, 2, and 3. It didn't matter what your record
Well, people
was.
don't seem to like the NBA playoffs as much as like the NFL or even NHL.
NFL playoffs are wild. I
'Cause
can't
don't
imagine
know,
a single
like,
game.
I think I remember Sidney Crosby doesn't he want it to
He
go
wants a
back
1
to
to
1 and
8,
8?
But then I also saw this
Because
reel.
then his team is long out of it.
I saw this reel and it was like the Maple Leafs have never won four
Three-
four
yeah.
rounds in a row because
Yeah.
the last time they won the cup, I think it was,
Yeah.
it was
Only
3 rounds.
Yeah. I think I would stronger guidelines on suspensions, like
Okay.
automatics.
Okay.
So like automatically you do this, it's automatically
So-
suspension.
so-
So that when it comes to like the viewers, we're not sitting around guessing. We know
Yeah.
what it's gonna
Mhm.
be.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other thing I would do, I would do the PWHL draft points. So once the team is mathematically
the golden
eliminated,
plan thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
once the team is mathematically eliminated from playoffs, they start scoring draft points.
Discourage tanking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I oh, there we go. I had it and then I lost it. So go to Casey. And I'll come back.
I would take away the trade deadline. Literally,
Ooh.
could you?
Take
No,
it away.
This is actually just from a podcast I listened to. They're like, "What if, like, you're in the Stanley Cup final? You're like,
You could
okay,
just trade-
let's
just
just get
trade
Ryan O'Reilly in
somebody."
here for a game." Like, I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Crazy.
It would be
But-
interesting because it's
I
like you
know.
could give away like I don't know like your future, but you're like this could give us a better chance to win the cup.
So is that a trade or is that a loan?
I feel-
Trade,
yeah,
trade, like
trade,
just
yeah.
take away the trade deadline.
You just
think-
rent a player.
Yeah,
You
I
can
think that'd
rent
be,
them.
that'd be
Once
chaos.
a player is mathematically
Sorry,
eliminated
is,
from playoffs, you can rent them, and they get to
You
pick
call-
their
you
daily rate.
you call this
Crosby,
hotline
you guys
and
want
you
to play a
tell
little
them-
more hockey?
I was about
You
to
can
say
tell them what player you
$10,000 a game.
Crosby,
for
Bedard,
Crosby.
McKinnon.
Yeah, the lines, their original teams just don't
It just
exist.
turns into best on best hockey.
Remember my rule or my change is if you're in like the offensive zone for more than like a minute or so, you can't challenge it for offside.
Oh, he's getting technical with it.
Okay.
Because like you can, I've
I'm,
legit
like,
seen
where that-
games
I'm that
where
meme
you're
with the math going on.
you're battling for 2 minutes
yeah.
on a technically what is an offside, and
Then they score.
and then the team scores, but then it gets called back, and that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds of just nothing.
Yeah.
I think they just should have like a time of when they can and can't.
Yep. Fair enough.
Like if you enter the zone and then score, and then you review offside, that's
That makes
fine.
sense. If
But
it's
your
on the
goal-
rush.
if you are like cycling, you've changed the lines 3 or 4 times.
Ooh, I've
etc.
got one. We should make offsides automatic.
Like have a referee in the sky? Or what do you mean automatic?
The technology. I'm sure they
They
can
can
do
do
it.
have
it.
it.
You mean like maybe something in the puck.
Yeah,
or-
like
But you need to get something in the puck and in players' skates as well,
yeah.
yeah, that's a lot.
which would be a costly endeavor.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the NHL is so broke.
I have another one. Well, I've also
They
heard.
tried
How
it.
dare they defend the
They tried
integrity
it
of
at
the
the
game?
World Cup and they threw it away after a game because they're like, we literally can't keep track of everything.
Oh, fair enough.
I heard that they're gonna
NFL
change
doesn't.
in overtime to as soon as you enter the zone, like
Yeah.
You can't
That's
get out of
something
the
I was going to
zone
mention is
again?
that you can't. Is that
it's the
during-
halfway line.
Is that during these NHL meetings they're also going to talk about pretty much NBA's over and back rule,
Yeah.
where in
Yeah.
overtime you can't just go back to your zone and kill off.
I think they're talking just going like it becomes half ice.
But then I would also
How
add
would the
another
goalies
rule
work?
about something.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, it wouldn't turn into half ice. It would just be
That would
if-
be crazy
No,
though.
But like it
It's
turns
just-
into
it's
just have
you
both
can
the
only,
goalies
like,
beside
you can't go
the nets,
outside the red
and
line.
based
Yeah,
on who
no,
has
I know, I'm just
possession, they
checking
got
for
Or
to
do
swap
the,
in.
like the drills that you do. It's like you put the nets like back to back like this, so the goalies can't see what's going on
Yeah.
behind them. You gotta, like playing.
There's
But
a reason we're not gonna be.
I would
general
also
managers.
do something with intent to injure penalties because it's crazy. I think I've only witnessed one this season, and it was Niels Hoglander, who is a tiny guy on the Vancouver Canucks, and I
Yeah.
just was like, sorry, you're getting me that, but Brad Marchand can like slew foot anybody and not get intent to injure. I don't know. I would
So-
do something about those
so-
penalties.
so the
but-
problem with
Giovanni
that-
should've gotten that.
the problem with that is one, veterans always like Ty always goes to the veterans.
Yeah.
Marchand's gonna get a bit more leeway than Nils Hoglander is going to.
I know, but then I like
got a
witnessed
better
Jacob
name
Trouba
anyway.
like batter up to a guy, and I'm like, how is this not intent to injure?
Leads
But
me-
like Niels Hoglander
Lead-
is like,
Leads me to two. Player safety is a bit of a joke right now.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And point
so that goes
three,
into that.
That's the biggest
is
thing that needs
the-
to be fixed.
Point three is the biggest one. Is that you can't really measure intent.
I know that's why I didn't even know that was a penalty. I think until this season, and I was like, how?
No,
I think you can, Alex.
Just be glaringly
How-
obvious.
You
Yeah.
absolutely can tell when there's an
but it
intent
has
to
to be
injure.
obvious. It
It's
can't be like
Again,
It's
Jacob
like, for
Trouba
example,
Yeah.
if I'm
batting.
Mangiapane cross-checking a guy's face into the
Yeah.
ice.
Like-
What did he think
Like
was
what-
going to happen?
It's like it's like the
look-
difference
Sorry, I
between
didn't
me
mean to smash your
me
face
flipping
into
a
the
pen
ice.
up in the air and then like accidentally hitting Phil with the pen, or me turning with the pen and just
Yeah.
stabbing
Yeah.
Phil.
There's a difference.
or like the Jamie Benn in
Mark
against
Stone.
Mark Stone like, last year in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Where he
exactly.
randomly
Jamie Ben-
jumps on him.
Yeah.
Here's a great question: how long would we last in our jobs in the NHL before they fired us?
Probably like a day.
Yeah.
Honolulu.
I think-
I'd mention Honolulu and they're
I
like,
think-
get out.
I think
Done.
I think I get through the preseason.
We ain't making it out of the offseason.
Phil's not making it through a day at the office.
No.
He's gonna. They're gonna see like a tab. It's like relocation to Honolulu. How do I
That's
move
like
it
all
to-
he's working on. Is
That's
like
the only thing.
Honolulu president.
If the
Honolulu
NHL ever
expansion
wants, we
team.
have the perfect guy for hiring.
I
I'll
would
be your GM.
I would
I'll do it for way cheaper than all the other GMs.
I would change the playoff format.
Yeah?
Yeah,
To what?
1 through 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like what?
You'd reverse on that?
Yeah, because I think so in the standings, in the conference standings, let's stick with conference here. The Panthers and the Leafs are 3rd and 5th respectively. Or the even better case, the Rangers and the Hurricanes are 2nd and 4th respectively.
Yeah.
The first round matchup in the Atlantic, if we do the wildcard race, is Florida and Toronto. I don't think you should have a team that's a couple teams that are that strong be potentially eliminated in the first round. I think gotta
That's
go.
fair.
I think gotta go 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
Just so, because if here Edmonton, LA, that's a series that could be second round, but right now it's looking like it's gonna be first round. I just think you should. I feel like you're kind of cutting out major, like pretty good performing teams
So early.
way
Yeah,
early.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense,
So
actually.
I think I read something where it's like the Jets, the Stars, or the Avalanche will be eliminated in the first round.
Yeah.
Have a chance to like all be one
Yeah.
of them to be guaranteed eliminated, which
Yeah.
is stupid. Like you're telling me you win like at least
Yep.
a second round matchup.
I should have jumped to the Western Conference. The Jets, Avalanche, and Stars are 2, 3, and 4 in the conference,
Yeah. So.
and realistically, we could lose 2 of them in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll play
Which
one.
is crazy,
One of them
but
will play
that's
each
the
other.
mystery.
One of them will play
and
each
then
other.
The other one has just a chance of losing.
Yep.
So you're guaranteed to lose one.
Fix it. Go 1 through 8.
I agree. Another thing I'm seeing, just in like the GM meetings, documentary series.
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that.
So I
That's
saw
cool.
that.
So many
And
sports.
I
have done
think
it.
that's smart, but I'm also a little conflicted about it because, actually, no, I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's a good idea because
Like the
we've seen it with
quarterbacks.
NASCAR, we've seen it with golf, we've seen it hugely with Formula One. You
And
do
so-
something like
soccer.
that,
just did
the
it recently.
sport's
Soccer
gonna
does it
blow
on
up.
teams, like specific teams.
They just did
Yeah.
it recently with the Netflix series. I can't remember. It was called It was about 3 NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
it was
I think
just
it's called
called quarterback.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
They've renewed for season 2.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Drive to Survive is obviously probably the biggest sports TV series
And
of
it
the
gets
last
it gets
little while.
so many fans
and
into
it's
it.
it's so good for the sport. And,
you also get
now we
insight
see
into-
every single other sport trying to
And you
get
can
in
get
on
insight
it,
into
and
your
it'll
favorite
work.
players. Like
Yeah,
not a-
everyone's gonna love
like,
that.
Look at, for example, I'm going to use Crosby. He doesn't have social media, so you get a whole new perspective on him.
Well, like,
you
I don't
can
know,
get
do you guys-
McDavid. You could get a whole
Did
new
you guys
perspective
ever watch
on
the
him.
Road to the Winter Classic series? I
Yes.
don't know. It was
Yeah.
like
Love it.
2010.
Love it.
Ooh, I think it was was it the Caps and the Penguins?
2011 was.
Yeah, it was the Caps and the Penguins, and that was like so amazing because that's where
I watched the
Bruce
2008
Boudreau
one,
came
yeah.
out and was just like swearing every second word, and everybody loved it. Or like the Amazon Prime came out with like All or Nothing with the Leafs, and
That was
Will
also
Arnett
great.
like
Yeah.
narrated it, and I loved that. Like it's like my comfort show. I watch.
Could you
Like,
imagine getting just like to like see it's like the inside of like Connor McDavid's house?
So
Or
I
it's like
think
you get
it
to
would
like
be
see.
cool.
you can see that
I'm-
if you
I'm
follow
sure
his
they'd
wife
have
or
to-
fiance.
There'd be a lot of
It's all black inside.
there'd be a lot of red tape to jump through. But I mean, if Formula One can do it, I'm sure
I'm
I
the
saying,
mean,
NHL
one-
so
I mean,
if
in-
NFL
in,
can do it
in full
like,
swing in the golf one. Like they were literally like just hanging out personal lives with the
Yeah.
golfers.
I thought it was funny that the golf one could also have been called Drive to Survive.
I think
Yeah, but that one was taken a while ago.
I think it was Puck Empire that said it was 10 to 12
Yeah.
players.
And then he posted his list.
yeah,
That'd be good.
Yeah,
I
that's,
want to get into a break because we do have trivia on the back half, and I don't know
Yeah.
how long it's going to take. So
Maybe
real quick,
next week we can say who our 12
we
players
want
would
to
be.
be on the
Yeah.
show.
real,
like
real
that.
quick
Yeah.
answers. I was going to ask for everyone's
Casey's
first
got
player.
Matt
Crosby.
Duchesne.
Okay, Crosby, Merrick. Who else?
Shankovich.
Okay, Barry.
Oh, the Lego man.
I think I'd want to see what it's like for like Suzuki.
I had a dream that I was partying with Nick Suzuki last night.
Whoa, that is sick.
That just came to me.
Alex,
Is he a
if it
party
was
animal?
back in
I think so.
2010,
Yeah.
if it was back in 2010, I'd say Tim Thomas.
I would love to see like because Joe Pavelski is housing like Wyatt Johnson and Logan Stankoven right now. So like I'd love to see, especially because Joe's like old and then they're like young, just to see the dynamic. They did a little bit with Joe and Wyatt last year and stuff, but
would have been cool if they did that with Lemieux and Crosby.
You could have like your like 8 staples, and then you could have like a revolving other 6.
Or like I'd love to see like Carolina Hurricanes players, like I don't know, like teams who are good.
I don't.
Teams who are good that you don't see a lot of, because we obviously see a lot of Toronto Maple Leaf coverage. There's books on Sidney Crosby that you can read. Like
I want to see an episode of the Leafs going to play golf because they don't go far in the playoffs.
But then
again,
you could
where's
also
Montreal,
do like
though?
obviously I'm just gonna
also
use,
on the golf course. We had it booked early. We booked it in March.
But then I'm just gonna use Sean
still
as an
March.
example here. You could do an episode because he went to King's preseason camp. You could do an episode on that.
Yeah.
People would love to see.
It would be cool to see
Or like
if
LA,
it
even
started
just LA,
earlier with Bedard.
like
Exactly.
California teams.
Yeah.
Like his rise to the NHL. Bedard's.
I would
I've seen enough of him.
just real quick before we get into our break. I would
Well,
want to see someone who's not on social. So Sidney Crosby, Travis Konechny being
That's
one
why I
of
think
them.
Tim Thomas would have been sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Tim
Mika.
Thomas is very problematic, I'm pretty sure. But
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
but
But like
people who
like,
aren't on social
yes,
media.
someone who's not very visible to public eye. That's the person I
Yeah.
want to see the most.
I also
Fair
like
enough.
to see families though.
Because like
too.
I don't want to see Bedard. I see enough
Yeah.
of him. I don't want to see McDavid. I already see enough of him. I don't want to see McKinnon. I already see enough of him. I just want to see someone who I don't see.
I want an episode on the life of Huberto.
I don't.
I don't.
I think the documentary is just going to be the downfall.
The downfall.
The
It'd
million
just be
dollar
titled 10-5.
The Huber downfall.
10.
The Hoover.
Hoover downfall.
We should probably
Let's-
get that break.
Okay, let's get
Yeah,
that
let's
break
get into a
rolling.
break. We're 47 minutes deep, and
We got
should
trivia
probably-
on the back.
Yeah, trivia on the back end. And if we have time, we're going to discuss Eberle, JVR, Oshie, and Simmonds. It is time once again for
Trivia.
some trivia.
Let's
here.
go.
We got Quizmaster Phil.
I'm stressed.
I'm very excited.
I love trivia.
I don't think these are going to be that hard.
I'm
these
going
are
to,
all names
I'm
that you
going
guys
to say
should
this
know.
now. I've told you multiple times.
I know, Merrick.
Don't say
I
the
know.
answer.
It is the first name you write down, Merrick.
Okay, but
Hey.
okay, do you guys not think that you were overreacting a little bit since he beat
Absolutely
you by
not.
6-7 points? or no?
Absolutely not. That was fair.
Yeah, he leads the entire league.
But he's also
Um,
played.
I
more.
haven't. Yeah. No,
That's
well,
true.
you've played the same amount as I have.
I've
Yeah,
played
we
the same
played the
amount,
same.
but guess what? I'm stupid.
It's true.
Question 1.
Just a little bit of background. Right now, Merrick leads with 19 points. Alex
Yeah.
is in second with 1 win and 16 points. Braden has
Ooh.
12 points. I have 10 points. Casey has 7 points and 1 win. I have 11 questions. Each question, except for question 10 and question 11, has 2 hints that will be available by request.
I love how we need hints. Like I feel like trivia, you don't use hints, but we need them.
It's just in
For
case.
Phil's
It's just in case.
questions, we need
I was
hints.
bored, so I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
do some more.
So there's 11, right?
Every question except question 10 has something to do with a WHL team. Not necessarily the answer. The answer isn't necessarily the WHL team.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with question
I-
one.
Question 1.
Yeah.
This ex-Swift Current Bronco played for 21 years in the NHL. He won the Stanley Cup in 96 and 2001. In 2022, he became just the 3rd person to win the cup as a player and a GM for the same team.
A player and a GM for the same team.
He won the Stanley Cup in 96 and 2001.
96 and 01 as a
Wasn't
player, then
alive for
02 as a
either of
GM.
those.
Ooh, is that his? I know who this is.
Have we heard of him before?
Yes.
I mean, the Cup champion. I'd hope so.
And if you want hints, you can have hints.
Yeah.
We-
I would need a
what
hint
are
on
the
this
Hint
one.
number 1. He played his entire career with one franchise, but in 2 cities.
That's what you got.
Okay.
See, now I'm worried because I know who you're talking about. I just don't know if I got his name right.
Oh God.
That doesn't make with one franchise but in 2 cities.
No, it makes sense.
Think of it at the NFL, the St. Louis Rams.
That-
or
that-
whatever.
15 seconds.
Don't help him.
No, okay, wait,
I'm
was there
helping.
another hint or is that
He was
the-
named to 2000. He was named the 2002 Olympic MVP after helping Canada to its first hockey gold in 50 years.
See, that's why I think I know who you're talking. I know
5,
who he is.
4, 3,
Mm.
2,
I hate this.
1.
Okay.
Let's go
Brady.
around, Merrick.
I'm gonna hate this.
You just pointed to Braden and called him
Merrick.
I said Pablo.
Trivia, who is
Bure.
that?
I said Pavel Bure.
Alex?
Rob Blake.
Go to
Casey?
Brayden. I have nobody.
I got nothing written down.
The answer is Joe Sakic.
That's
Hey,
I
I
do-
said
yeah.
Josephi. That's
And we have. Okay, maybe I did make him a little too hard.
No,
All right.
that one I knew. I just couldn't remember the guy's name.
I don't know if he was a Bronco.
He was a Bronco.
I didn't even know. Like,
Okay.
I didn't pay attention to the WHL.
Question
I just
two.
know his nickname.
Burnaby Joe.
Yeah.
Question 2. This legendary Calgary Flames player is the only player in Medicine Hat Tigers history to have his jersey retired. He also hangs in the Saddle Dome rafters. Go.
Oh, I was just there.
There's only like 4 players. this
Why
could
did
be.
Why did you do
Is
this?
he old?
Well, they have to be.
Like
More
old,
hints.
old or like
more
old?
hints.
I'll give you a hint. I'm not.
Dude,
gonna
Yeah, yeah.
answer that
There's
question.
there's 4 players that are
He
retired.
also
I've
played.
never been to the Saddle Dome.
He also played for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Colorado Rockies.
Got it.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I didn't know he was a Tiger.
That's the point of these
Yeah.
trivia questions.
Pretty neat.
I do have another hint if you guys want.
Okay. Yep.
He currently still holds the Flames franchise record for goals in a single season at 66.
Well, I know that's not a Ginla because we did one of when somebody else was the host.
5, 4,
Come on, Brandon. At least write something
3,
down.
I don't know.
Two.
what to
I have
write.
nothing.
1.
Can I go first?
No, you're gonna go last.
Okay.
Merrick,
I have Lanny McDonald.
Braden. Nothing. Casey,
I was gonna say Mike Vernon, but
Alex.
Lanny.
Yeah, points for Merrick and
Yeah.
Alex.
Okay, so I
Lanny
should've just
McDonald
guessed.
is correct.
so he's old.
There- Dude, you had 4 answers: Kiprusoff,
I've never
Vernon,
been to the
Again,
Saddle Dome.
Iginla, and McDonald.
Yeah.
There's
I've never
4.
been to the
Okay,
Saddle Dome.
in my head, Ginla is up there,
He never had a 60-goal season.
That's yeah.
but his
that's the one I
jersey's
knew
up
because
there.
I
His
knew that
jersey
was-
is up
But
I
then
can't
how
remember
did
if that was one of
Because
Alex.
then
also he never
I
played
got
with Toronto.
confused
Yeah, he
because
was-
I'm like, I think
he
Ginla's
also wasn't a
younger
Tiger,
than
he was a Blazer.
Kiprusoff.
I didn't know
They're
that.
like
Why
the
was-
same.
I haven't
They're
paid attention
Are they
to
similar.
the
same
NHL
Because they played
realm?
together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Come on, Brandon. At least write something down.
Question 3.
I have nothing either.
Mike Modano averaged
hot.
nearly a point per game in the WHL as a 16-year-old rookie.
Don't tell me the team.
In his second year, he had 127 points in 65
It's going to be
games.
what team he played for.
What WHL
Yeah.
team did
Oh,
he play
my God.
Oh, I guess
Hint.
I just got to take a guess.
Hint?
WHL
Yeah.
team.
This entire city only has 1 bridge. That's your hint.
Just the one hint? Do we have another
There
hint?
is another hint.
Okay, what's that?
Hint.
This team won the Memorial Cup in 1985.
What?
I was like, oh my god, wait.
What kind
What
of hint
province
is
is
that?
it in? What province is it in?
One.
He is
you tell me
banned
that?
from giving trivia questions.
They have
Can you
one
tell me what
bridge?
province it is?
I'm going to... Got it.
Sask, I
Okay.
think.
You think what?
Okay.
One
10.
bridge.
1 bridge.
Saskatoon, I know, has like 7 bridges.
I've got.
It's not
I had another place in mind, but then you said Sask.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm changing my answer real quick.
1.
Yeah.
Got it.
Casey.
Moose
Oh,
Jaw.
I'm.
Nope.
Never mind.
Oh.
You can't say no.
You can, yeah. Well, hey, if you had
My bad.
say yours then. Say
Merrick, go.
I had Moose Jaw as well.
Okay, well, we all know that's wrong.
Does that even say anything? I thought
Braden.
it was
I
a
said
I
scribble.
went Saskatoon.
Prince Albert.
And then you said
Alex,
something.
Speedy Creek.
point for Braden.
What did he say?
I said
Prince
Prince
Albert.
Albert. Because I was gonna say Lethbridge, but then you said Sask.
Yeah.
But the way he was like, I think. I'm
So
like,
this is
isn't
why I
Moose,
gave you reminders.
Okay. Question 4.
is Moose Jaw even in Saskatchewan?
That's why I
Yeah.
stopped.
Was I
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the right page
Yeah,
there?
no, you're in the right province.
I started writing. I'm like, wait, ooh.
All right. In his WHL rookie season, this Montreal defenseman, like Montreal Canadiens defenseman, led the Kelowna Rockets to their first WHL championship in
Yeah.
franchise history.
In the year of.
I'm telling you that.
And he plays for the Canadians still.
Currently?
Yes.
Okay.
Canadian
I've got 2 guys I'm
defenseman.
thinking of.
I don't even think they have a defenseman on that team. I only know
Hey.
Alex Newhook.
We
Do you want
have
a hint?
Matheson.
yeah,
He was
Matheson,
traded.
Gcash.
He was traded to Montreal in exchange for PK Subban.
Oh, my God. That should be a giveaway. Why
Oh,
am I
it's
not
not the
knowing
player.
this?
Oh, I really wish it was the player I was.
And he
wanting to
currently
say.
plays?
I think so.
Is he old?
I thought.
Who was in the
Shea-
Subban trade?
I thought Shea Weber
Subban.
was in the Subban trade.
Different
was,
trade.
I think it was just a. I thought it
We
was
just made 2 trades with Nashville.
was a one for
Sorry,
one.
he does not play for the Montreal Canadiens right
I
now.
thought I thought it was just a 1-for-1.
My bad. That's my
Yours-
bad.
Braden's just stressing out right now.
I
Thought it was just a 1-for-1. Subban
Okay,
for.
so-
My
Okay.
bad.
Okay, so
Weber.
historically, this guy was a Montreal Canadiens defenseman.
Let him rephrase.
was
So is it?
This ex-Montreal defenseman. He
Okay.
was traded to Montreal in exchange for PK Subban. He won a World Junior Championship in 2005 and Olympic gold medals in 2010 and 2014.
Where's he
Does he still
born?
play?
Was he born in Sycamoose?
I'm sorry. Okay, that's gotta be. That's only one answer. I have my answer.
Oh, I have to write
What?
it down.
It doesn't
I
make
guess?
any. It doesn't make any lick of sense. But I imagine it's this guy.
I gave you some extra time on there because I messed up.
I'm
That's
ready.
my bad.
I'm.
Merrick, do you
Are
need more
we all
time?
just?
I'm putting an answer down, but
Got one
I
down,
know
but
it's wrong.
I don't think
Okay,
it's right.
Casey.
Is it? I don't want to look dumb. Don't ask me.
Can I go first?
Shea Weber, like.
I
Braden.
said Shea Weber.
Alex.
I also said Shea Weber.
Merrick.
I was definitely wrong. I said Drew Doughty. I knew that was wrong.
Points for everyone except Merrick.
Let's
I'm getting
Shea
all
Weber
on
was
Dallas
correct.
Yeah, I knew it was wrong when I was writing it down.
Kelowna
so.
Rocket. Shea Weber.
I thought you were gonna go down
Yeah,
the.
was
Yes. Yeah.
Dang.
I thought you were gonna go down the path of.
All right.
math.
Question.
That makes sense, though.
Question 5.
Yeah, I got one right. Are you keeping track of points and stuff?
Yes.
Phil? Okay.
Right now, Braden and Alex both have 2. Casey and Merrick have 1.
Yay.
This Philadelphia Flyer
Oh,
Ew.
scored his first NHL postseason goal in the first round of the 2018 playoffs against the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was one of this
But we all know who won
WHL
the series.
team's 9 first-round NHL picks.
Is that 9 of all time or 9 of?
9 of all time. This team has had 9 first-round NHL picks.
Oh, they like produced.
And you have to name the team. Yes.
Yes,
The team for what?
WHL team.
Hint 1.
Oh.
Hint 1, this player had a twin brother with the same first initial who did not get drafted to the NHL.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
This Philadelphia Flyer
Yeah.
scored his first NHL postseason goal in the first round of the 2018 playoffs
'Kay.
against the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was one of this WHL team's 9
Okay.
first-round picks.
In, like, it's forever.
Yeah, in its
Yeah.
history.
So they've produced 9 first-round NHL picks.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we hint 2?
This team's name and logo was met with criticism at launch for promoting violence.
Oh, I already got it wrong.
I got it wrong too.
Yeah, I already got it wrong.
You got 15 seconds to
What
scratch it out and
province?
put it down.
Oh, we can change it.
If you commit to the change, you can change it.
Promoting violence.
5, 4,
Yeah, I'm gonna
3,
keep my answer.
2.
Yeah, I scratched mine open. I'm going with the one Christian had.
Alex,
Brandon Wheat Kings.
Casey,
Brandon Wheat Kings.
Merrick.
Nolan Patrick. Sorry.
Red Deer Rebels.
Oh.
I wrote down Blazers initially, but I scratched it open. I'm going to keep with it.
Travis Sanheim with the
Calgary Hitmen.
That's why I was like, that guy looks scary on your jersey.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That is
Oh, because of
terrifying.
like Halloween and killer movies, guys.
All right, no points on that one. Question 6. This ex-Lethbridge Hurricane and ex-Swift Current player and 2023 NHL All-Star
Oh God.
is the only goaltender to score a goal in Lethbridge Hurricanes history.
He just America's
I was
ready.
it was like trying to make the All Star game, so
2023. So
As a
last year's
goalie?
All Star.
Yes. He is the only goaltender to
And he's
score
still a
a goal
goalie?
in Hurricanes history. Yes.
Still, yeah.
You want
where
the
was
hint?
Hint 1.
God, where
This
was last
player
year?
currently plays for the team in the city which he was born.
Where was last year's All Star game in?
Florida.
Why do you need that?
Florida.
Because you said 2023.
Florida.
Yeah,
It
but
was in
that's-
Florida.
He
Hint
did
2.
go to the All-Star game.
Hint 2.
Hint 2. He has a mad duster.
Oh,
He has a mad duster.
That is hint 2.
oh yeah, that's obvious. Yeah. I looked at your answer, but I
I
wrote
feel like
down
this
my
is
answer before.
wrong, but I'm just thinking. Yeah, it's the first name that came to
5,
mind.
4,
he's hot.
3,
Okay, this is
2,
definitely wrong then.
1.
yeah.
I think.
I'll start with Casey.
Stuart Skinner.
Merrick,
Skinner.
Braden,
I said Markstrom.
Alex.
I knew that
Demko.
was wrong immediately.
Stuart Skinner is
Yeah.
correct.
I
So-
sometimes actually
so
get Markstrom and
my
Blake Coleman
thought
confused.
process was like you said he was born in that city. Well, Markstrom's I think Swedish, Sorokin is
yeah.
from Europe. Shesterkin is from Europe, and I was like, kind of doing that.
We
Yeah.
now have a 4-way tie of
Yay.
2 points each.
I'm not losing.
Question
though.
Question 7. Which WHL team is Canada's oldest junior hockey team?
Hints.
The name of this city is Latin for queen.
Hint.
No, think about it a little bit. This next team,
It's a
the
Canadian.
next
It's a
hint gives it
Canadian team.
That's a WHL team.
Canada's
Duh.
oldest junior
Okay,
hockey
Portland
team.
is WHL.
Yeah, there is a
Spokane.
U.S. division
Okay.
of the WHL.
Yeah, Alex.
Okay, hint number 2. This team has enjoyed 26 NHL first-round picks,
Whoa.
including Jordan Eberle
Mm.
and Connor Bedard.
Okay. Well,
it-
boom.
Oh. But he played for them, but he wasn't from the city.
What?
Wait.
Okay, I think I'm overthinking this.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. What was the original question?
Yeah. Can you
Which
repeat the
WHL team is Canada's
Okay.
oldest junior hockey team?
Yeah.
I think we all have
Everyone's
the same
good?
answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'd hope so. That hint gave it away.
Yeah.
If you
Merrick,
left, if you left Bernard out of St. Pat's.
Regina. Yeah.
Alex.
I didn't know that Eberle was a Pat.
He
I-
was. I would have known that. Just
No, but
yeah.
like
There you
that
go.
would have been if he didn't say Bernard, we
Yeah.
all would have.
If he didn't say
Points
Bedard, I
all
would've been
around.
Yay!
Is
Alrighty.
there 2-point questions? I thought you said you had 1 or 2.
There's a couple.
Just need the end.
If Nolan Patrick
Um,
isn't an answer,
This next
I'm
one
quitting.
is this next one is a 2-point question.
Oh well, there you go.
Okay.
The
So
Pittsburgh Penguins currently hold the rights to this WHL player.
Okay.
He currently has 78 points in 52 games
Mm-hmm.
and was a part of this year's Canada World Junior team. You get a point for the player and a point for the team.
Hints.
Hint: this
Oh,
player
the
was drafted
WHL team?
14th overall in the 2023 draft by Pittsburgh.
Is there another hint?
He was named the 2022 CHL Rookie of the Year.
I hate this because I just saw a graphic that he had the 4.9 and I can't remember the team.
Got it.
Can you repeat the question again?
The Pittsburgh Penguins currently hold the rights to this WHL player, who currently has 78 points in 52 games and was a part of this year's Canada World Junior team. He was drafted 14th overall in 2023 by the Penguins, and he was named the 2022 CHL Rookie of the Year.
It's a good one.
Any chance he was on the not last year, but like the Halifax World Junior team?
I don't have that information with me at this time.
He wasn't.
Okay, well,
I think you have
Give
it.
you
I think
couple
Alex
seconds.
has it. I just don't. I don't know if I have the team right, but I know. I think you have the player.
I probably don't.
I will start with Casey. Nothing.
Let me guess a team. Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Braden?
I was gonna say Med Hat Tigers and Celebrini, but that's not right at all.
Alex?
From your Everett Silvertips, Smagada Penguin.
What? And Merrick.
I don't know.
It's Brendan Yeager, and I said Kamloops. I have no idea.
So Merrick gets a point, Braden gets a point.
Oh.
Brandon
Oh.
Yeager with
Med-
the Medicine
Med
Hat
Hat
Tigers.
Nice.
I was
Schmagada Penguin.
close.
Schmagada Penguin.
Smagada Penguin.
Okay, we're in the final 3 points here.
Oh God.
This is stressful.
This is not great.
What was it?
You guys,
He played for
Yeah,
Medicine
you guys are
Hat, is
good.
what you said? Is
he
that what
plays,
you said?
he
I
plays
said
for
Med
Medicine
Hat,
Hat right now.
So he had a 4-point night, and I saw it on the WHL graphic, and I was like, it's gonna be a question one day.
Okay. When he was in the WHL, this Dallas Star put up a 4-goal game to secure the 2009 Kelowna Rockets a spot in the Memorial Cup final.
He's already going.
Keep your iPad like facing.
Yeah.
us. I don't want you to.
Is there more to that question?
That's the question. This
Can you
Dallas,
repeat the question?
this Dallas Star put up a 4-goal game to secure the 2009 Kelowna Rockets a spot in the Memorial Cup final.
Hint one.
Hint.
Hint 1, he has only played for the Dallas Stars in the NHL.
Okay, so there goes
Hint
that.
two.
Can my second hint be?
He has a
not
letter
Evgeny
on the front
Malkin.
of his jersey,
Got
and
it.
his nickname is Chubbs.
If you were paying attention in Alana's class last Tuesday, he was mentioned.
Which we
He
were
was
not.
mentioned. I remember
Oh,
that.
you should have been paying attention. That was a which.
That
what
was a
ca-
crazy
That was
story.
crazy. I now remember.
I don't know.
That I think it was the
I
second.
don't think this guy's
5,
old enough.
4,
that
3,
first hint was very good.
2, 1. I will start with Alex.
Jamie Benn.
Casey.
Jamie Benn.
Merrick.
Jamie Benn.
I said
I don't even think he's old enough. I said Mason Marshman.
Jamie Benn is correct.
I was either going Sagan or Ben, and then when you said he's only played for one team, I was like,
Merrick now leads with 5 points. Okay. This is another 2-point question.
But we're out of the WHL questions now, are we?
There's one more WHL question.
Okay.
This one
hate
is
you.
not that one.
Okay.
Every year since 2018, the Willie O'Ree Community Hero
Son of a-
Award is given out to an individual who, to quote, an individual who through the game of hockey has positively impacted his or her community, culture, or society. Name the Calgarian who it was awarded to in 2021, and a bonus point for their organization. Extra bonus point if you can say what the organization does.
I hate you because Pittsburgh's P.O. Joseph just received, I think, 2 years ago.
Was
was
that
that?
Alex? Can you repeat the hints?
I don't have hints for this one.
No.
Okay, can you just repeat the question?
Can you
then?
just give us
Every
hints?
year since 2018, the Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award
Is it
is
for a
given out
player?
to an individual,
Or
no,
like
not a
anybody,
player,
Right? It's just a random person.
individual
So I
who
just have-
through the game of hockey has positively impacted his or her community, culture, or society. Name the Calgarian who it was awarded to in 2021, name their organization for a bonus point, and name what it does for an extra
So
bonus.
just named off a random person.
So I remember you told me about this.
This person has been mentioned on the show.
Yeah. I remember you told me about this, and
I'm going to be
I
so wrong.
I completely forget the organization. I remember the person.
Fair enough.
But you know what? That might
I think
get
that
me,
might be good for now.
That might give me enough to tie Merrick. So you know what? I'm gonna stick
I think
with
I've
that.
got a point locked up here.
I'm going to say
I
10 seconds.
have nothing.
No, me neither.
Okay.
I think I've got at least one point.
Let's go,
here.
Alex.
2,
I
1.
just can't. I need
Merrick, we'll start with you.
said Jerome Aginla and the Aginla Foundation for helping kids play hockey.
Okay, Casey.
Nothing. I have
Nothing.
nothing.
And yes, that
I
Braden?
said Kevin Hodgson or Hodgkin
Close
or
enough.
Hodgkinson and then I said Calgary Junior Hockey.
Not quite. Alex.
Kevin Big Kev Hodge.
Big Kev.
And I have no idea what the organization is.
Sounds good. 1 point each for
All right.
Braden and Alex.
So it's, oh my god.
What was the organization?
The organization is called Heroes Hockey.
Ah!
And there's 2 legs of Heroes Hockey. Regular Heroes helps underprivileged kids, so they have programs set up in Bowness and in Forest Lawn. And then Superheroes helps kids with disabilities.
I was thinking like hands across hockey or something.
Okay, the final question. This could
Ooh.
end
Is this
badly because
easy?
there's a 3-way tie with 5 points.
And this is the only.
And
It's
I-
the only
I-
tiebreaker
This is
question.
the only NHL question. I'm done. I'm out.
It's barely an NHL.
Oh,
Oh my God,
God.
Phil.
I swear if Alex
It is an off-ice question.
It's an off-ice question.
This
Alex is
ex-Calgary
your winner.
Hitman, ex-Edmonton Oil King, and ex-Seattle Thunderbird became the first NHL contracted player to come out as gay
Got it.
when he signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the Nashville Predators.
I don't have.
No hints.
I don't have it.
This is recent.
Relatively.
Oh, for the love of God.
I think for my sake, I'm just not going to write a player.
I think post. I think
Giuseppe
yeah.
Krakowski.
I've already used him. He can't be used again.
I think it was post-pandemic.
Yes, if it's who I'm thinking of, yes.
I think it was post-pandemic. Merrick and I might tie.
Uh-oh. I gotta think of a new
if
question then.
if
I'm-
I get this
I'm out.
right,
I know
I'm
I'm out.
thanking
I don't got
NHL
it.
22 Ultimate Team for this. Because I had him
Ooh,
on my
I've got
team.
an idea for a tiebreaker then.
Okay.
Okay, go with Alex first.
I like how this was
Well,
supposed to be
there's
the
still
original
10
tiebreaker
10
too.
seconds.
I've got. You don't even have to go to me. I got nothing.
Casey?
I
Wait.
don't know how to say his last name really, but it's Luke Proc, like Luke, and then Prokp is what I put. I don't know how to say the last name. Though.
Merrick?
Luke Prokov, whatever.
Luke
Alex?
Prokop.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go. Luke Prokop.
Is there another O in there? KOP?
Yeah.
That I
I
was
only
missing?
knew he
Okay.
played for the Oil Kings.
Am I getting that? Because I am like I got the
yeah,
right.
you
for
got
it
it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's-
So we have a
Okay,
tie
guys.
between
Well,
Merrick and Alex. Here's the
was my hope.
tiebreaker.
oh boy.
I'm gonna give you
What if I
guys
get it right?
each.
Name
You're
every
tied with
Penguins
me.
player.
Just let me
to-
No.
try.
Name every Penguins player.
Can
to
I-
No,
touch
you
this.
think it's gonna be that
I'm
easy?
gonna answer
You
this
think
as
it's gonna
well,
be
just
that
for-
easy?
Yeah,
just
sure.
for just for pride, I'm gonna answer this.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys
I'm gonna look at
60
Alex right in the
seconds.
eyes. Oh boy, never mind. Maybe
What's
not
the
too bad.
time off?
Flip over your papers. You're gonna have 60 seconds to name as many WHL teams as you can.
Team.
What? I want to do this.
You
Yeah.
can.
Okay,
You
we're doing
cannot
this- we're
start
doing this
until I
off the
say
clear.
go. The person who names the most WHL teams
gets 1 point.
Okay.
So it's a tiebreaker. You're not getting a point per team.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. If everyone gets the Calgary Hitmen, obviously, because I'm wearing their jersey. And if you don't, I'm going to be really disappointed. And now I got to fill 60 seconds of talking. This is going to be stressful. Let's see who's going to win. The pens are going. Everyone's rampantly writing down teams. You know what? This might backfire on me because if Braden or Casey name the most teams, we have a three-way tie. So, Merrick or Alex, you guys better win this. Hopefully I'm not distracting you too much.
Can I name an old team that isn't a team anymore?
Current teams. Current teams. I guess I should pull up the list of teams so that I can check the scores. You guys have 20 seconds left.
It's hard to write, like, all of them, but...
Alrighty, you got 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
I was like finishing writing a word.
Okay.
It's hard to write them all. Like, they're all like 18 syllables.
I think Alex is. Alex, how do you feel about your performance?
A lot of them are double names.
yeah.
Alex, how do you feel?
I think
about
Alex
your
might have
performance?
got this.
I think you got it. Yeah.
I'm missing one that I should have had.
Okay, let's start.
I think.
Let's
I
start.
think you beat me. I think Alex got me.
Let's start with Casey.
Okay. Do I just say which ones, or do I count how many I got?
List them out.
Portland Winterhawks, Red Deer Rebels, Everett Silvertips, Vancouver Giants, Kelowna Rockets, Victoria Royals, Seattle Thunderbirds, Regina Pats.
You said Thunderbirds twice.
Oh.
No, Silvertips.
She said two kinds of birds. I think there's two kinds of birds.
Silvertips, Vancouver Giants, Kelowna Rockets, Victoria Royals, Seattle Thunderbirds, Regina Pats, Lethbridge Hurricanes.
So that's 9.
But also, it's hard to write.
Did you not write the Hitmen?
I didn't. I was thinking outside the box first.
Okay, let's go with Braden.
So I said Regina Pats, Medicine Hat Tigers, Calgary Hitmen, Lethbridge Hurricanes, Edmonton Oil Kings, Kamloops Blazers, Saskatoon Blades, Seattle Thunderbirds, the Wheat Kings, and then I don't think either of these are actual teams with the Lions and the Seahawks.
Those are NFL.
Those are NFL teams.
I was just guessing. There's a lot of teams.
So you tied with Casey with
Go
9.
to Alex.
Alex probably has 13.
Alex.
I think Alex has got me.
Red Deer,
What's their team name?
Red Deer Rebels.
Yep.
Prince Albert Raiders.
Yep.
Calgary Hitmen.
I think we should look at what people wrote down. Because in my head, you can't write down those many letters in 60 seconds. But if you can,
We gotta
that's
check
great.
his paper.
I mean,
man.
You won't be
okay,
able to read it. Because
Because if you did acronyms, like just to remember
We'll
when you
put
named
pictures
them
of
off.
the things on
I'll fully cop to writing acronyms.
Okay,
You should
so
take,
I wrote
you should take
whole
his
teams.
paper to make sure he's
No,
not like
No,
Merrick has
mine's full
two-
words. Mine's full
Merrick
words.
has full names.
His,
So I don't know,
but
because that
make
goes
sure
into
he's
the
not adding
writing.
names
But,
for Alex.
I have one name in my head that I just remembered.
but
I
I'm
wanted
also
to write down.
assuming Alex still has more than
Alex
Merrick. I don't
definitely has
know,
more than
though.
me.
But,
I'm assuming
but that's
Alex
because he
wrote
had
down
time to
the
write more,
entire
because he only wrote
WHO.
3 letters down for each team. But I don't know.
There's
Dedication to the
smoke coming
crowd.
off the end of his pencil. That's what's happening.
I think you beat me. I think you got me easily.
Okay, keep going, Alex.
Okay, so Red Deer Rebels, Prince Albert Raiders, Calgary Hitmen, Edmonton Oil Kings, Everett Silvertips, Portland Winterhawks, Regina Pats, Saskatoon Blades, Swift Current Broncos, Tri-City Americans, Vancouver Giants, and Wenatchee Wild.
Nice. 12.
Yeah, you beat me.
Because he only had to write down 3 letters compared to the 20
I'm sorry.
letters.
I'm sorry, I'm playing 3D chess.
Am I? Is Moose Jaw Warriors a WHL
Moose
team?
Jaw
Yes, it is.
Warriors
Yeah,
is a
that's
team.
the one I wanted to write down. I had Calgary Hitmen, Regina St. Pants, Portland Winterhawks, Seattle Thunderbirds, Saskatoon Blazers. I know I got that team.
That is
Blades.
wrong. You
Yeah.
switched those
Uh,
up. There is a Blazers, but it's not
Edmonton,
Saskatoon.
Edmonton Oil Kings, Swift Current Broncos, Red Deer Rebels, and I ironically put Kamloops Blazers.
Kamloop.
Kamloop.
Well, read that. This
he
is
got-
when
I
you
can't
said.
So
ever
Alex
read his
gets a
writing.
point.
This is when you said pens down. Right here.
Kamloop.
So you got 9, or did you get 8?
I got 8 because I got.
So Alex gets the point.
Alex gets the point.
The final. Alex with 7, Merrick with 6, Braden and Casey with 5 each.
Dang.
And we all actually did pretty okay.
Nice
in the
and
final
close.
round.
That was pretty good, actually. Good job, guys.
You get the donut.
Alex, you
Yay.
get the winning donut.
Donut champion.
My sister has a very traumatic experience going to an Everett Silvertips game because like I was in love with Chase DeLeo, so I forced her to drive me to Everett, and she was very sick at the time, and she like literally was like dying, and I'm like, I gotta meet Chase again, even though I just met him 2 weeks.
I spent
before.
about 20 of that minute trying to think of, was it Prince Albert or was it St. Albert? I was just like,
For being so selfish and bring a bucket.
I was like,
Just
what is
drive
this?
me.
Merrick is still leading the overall standings with 25 points.
So who is Quizmaster next time then? Would it be
'Cause
Merrick?
that- well,
then?
Because Phil didn't win last time, and Phil got
Yeah,
to be
I just
Quizmaster.
asked for
He just
it.
wanted to.
I'll
be
be
it.
Quizmaster next
Okay,
time.
I think
Okay.
Merrick should be because
Yeah,
then
well,
he's just
if
gonna
Merrick
be.
wants
Yeah,
it, because
I
he
can do
won.
it. I can do it.
He's gonna be all over us like for points, but like that's because he hasn't been Quizmaster yet.
I can,
Yeah.
I can be Quizmaster next time.
And then Braden.
Well,
can be
that's
next.
not. You didn't win. You didn't even
No.
get close to winning last time.
I
Alex,
just asked
but
politely.
it was Alex, and then Phil wanted to be it though.
Alex
Because I
donated
don't,
it
Braden,
to me.
unless you want, Merrick's gonna be all over us with
Yeah,
points.
Merrick's gonna be like,
No, 'cause
what
it-
Pittsburgh Penguins player scored in this minute of the game?
It's gonna be 15 questions and all gonna be Penguins.
No.
Yeah, it is, and you
I'll,
know it
I'll
is.
bring some. I'll bring some. I got some wild questions.
Big
Minnesota?
kid.
Minnesota.
My next quiz is just gonna be like a quiz
what former
on.
Pittsburgh Penguin came back to the organization after 5 years?
My quiz is just gonna be like,
you want an
what
answer for
sign
that or
did I
no?
make for this player?
No,
And
is
you're gonna
that
give me
a
sign.
question?
Do you want an answer? Because I can give you one.
See, that's what I mean. He's gonna come up with like only Penguins questions.
No, I have one question.
I mean,
left.
mine were all
I
WHL questions.
Yeah.
I know.
Yours were
I
at least,
thought
like,
me
I'm
and-
not
variety.
doing all. I'm not doing all Penguins.
I
questions.
thought you were supposed to cater them to the teams that we
Yeah.
like.
I'll have some.
That's what me and
I'll
Alex
have
did at
some.
least, but
They
Big
did.
kid.
Alex did like 2 per team. Casey
Yeah.
did like a couple.
I'll have some
per-
Pittsburgh.
I tried to have at least one per team. That
You
are
did.
Everyone's team.
Mine
did, I
wasn't
did
even
notice
like
that.
a team. Mine was like this.
And then I just
this
had some
Canadian. My
randos.
bad. This former Canadian.
former
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oops.
oh, we'll do it 2 weeks from now.
I didn't realize that was not.
So
that he was
so-
not a Canadian.
so 2 weeks from now is the second, so that's when Casey's out of town.
Do you want to do it
Can't
next?
be doing that now.
Do you want to do it next week then, so we can have everyone?
Well, everyone's back, right? Casey, are you
Yeah, I'm back on the 9th and then the
like back
16th.
available to do a show on the 9th, or back you're flying back on the 9th?
No, I'm doing it. I can do a show on the 9th.
Okay,
and
do it
then
on
the
the
9th.
16th.
So what is it for dates we have left for the show?
You will have
we
to
have
remind me,
26th,
'cause I will
2nd,
probably
9th,
forget.
and 16th. We got 4 shows left of.
4 shows.
We have 3
left.
shows with all of us here left.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then after that, we're down to the
I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself on Tuesday morning.
we're down to the
Listen
shorter
to the
crew of myself,
I mean-
Phil
Oh,
Tremblay, and Merrick Robinson. I believe.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with
Then
my
season
Alex,
2,
I
baby.
might, I might cry.
Then we're gonna go to season 2.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
in?
Oh, did we just
With-
spoil it? We're doing a season. We're letting them know we're doing season 2.
Oh,
We've been talking about that for the past couple
We
weeks.
talked about it a
well,
couple times.
guys, it's confirmed. Season 2.
Live.
I'm
So
picking.
If we all
quick,
make it, you guys are like very. I'm always just like I might be gone by then, like dead by
What?
September. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I can't look into the future.
Is
that
there some sort of
far.
plan
Okay.
going on here, Casey?
Okay, so
Are you okay?
I
Do we
was
need to call
She's
somebody?
gonna-
I was trying.
She's gonna lock herself in Matthew Shane's garage.
Here I was
What?
trying to make a nice, delightful segue because we only have about 4 minutes left to some lighthearted 1,000-game celebrations.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then Casey says, "I might die."
Well, no, I just like actually can't think that far ahead, especially because it involves like moving twice for me. I'm like, that's not happening.
Fair enough. I guess.
Moving twice.
Because I moved back home and then I moved back here. It's just like a whole year. That's like a year away.
Okay.
I think it's a little less than that.
Girl math, okay? It's girl math.
You want to know what's exciting though?
What?
I think that next season is going to be a great season for us.
I think it's gonna be good.
Why are you saying that like that?
I like to see the optimism in the future.
What'd you say?
I said next season is going to be a great season for
The
us.
Calgary Flames are gonna win the Stanley Cup.
I know, is that what he's saying?
No, that's it's Phil. Let's be realistic.
I think it'll be good to.
We'll make playoffs.
I think it'll be cool to see if we actually like you guys make the picks and then we all we can follow from day 1 of the NHL season to instead of us joining all halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be good.
we can make like our playoff, like who's going to win the Stanley
Well,
Cup.
what
at
they
the
Yeah,
did-
because
start
we
of the
did
year.
do that,
Yeah.
but that was when it was just me, Landon, and Al.
And
So
Phil
I
was
think
like the Calgary
Because if
Flames.
we
are going
if
to
we all
I
like
said Vegas.
if we all make it to together, we can all come back to. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yep,
good
that
idea.
was the plan, but then stuff happened.
Yeah, and
So
then
sticking
3 people decided to come.
sticking with the trivia theme really quick before we wrap up here. TJ Oshie, Jordan Eberle, and James Emery all celebrated their 1,000th game in the NHL within the past week.
Hey, don't forget Brett Burns.
What you get is
These
also
numbers-
weird.
1,400.
Okay, well,
Still.
Jordan Eberle was drafted in 2008. And then, like, I don't know. Just the math is weird for me. And then, like, Matt Duchene drafted 2009. How is he, like, how are they close? In my head, Jordan Eberle hasn't been injured that
Oshie
much,
was drafted in 2005.
Yeah, but he's
he
been
was
injured
drafted
quite a bit.
like the same year as Crosby. Same year as
Yeah.
Crosby.
No, Crosby
Kinda.
would have been before 2005.
Yeah, but Crosby was during the
What?
lockout.
Crosby?
technically.
No. Crosby was definitely 2005.
Okay, well, I have like 2 minutes left. Quick trivia.
Do we?
Who has the most number of points
Out of those three?
out of those three?
JVR, TJ, Jordan Eberle?
Oshie, locked in.
Oshie.
I'm thinking Jordan Eberle.
I'm gonna say Eberle.
Eberle.
Ah,
Yeah, but who has more cups?
true. Okay,
Wow.
one
Of
quick
course, the Pittsburgh
congratulations.
guy brings up the
Yeah. One quick congratulations to brand new Calgary Flame Sam Morton, who
That-
just got signed
That
to.
deal was voided.
Oh.
What?
What?
So he's too old. They have to do they're still going to. I think they still plan to sign him,
Did Phil do an oopsie?
but
What do you
Also,
mean?
okay.
he's
Also,
still expected to be signed. It's just he's too old.
also, quick shout out to Wayne Simmonds. Happy retirement, sir.
I can bring up the information. Give me a sec. I'll just add to Phil's thing. The Calgary, this deal has been rejected by the NHL since Morton is too old to be given an ELC, an entry-level contract. The Flames will have to file a new deal for Morton, which will be a non-entry-level contract.
Phil did
I-
an oopsie.
I'm
What do
surprised
you
that
mean?
you
How,
can
how
be
do you,
too old
you can
for
be
that.
too old for an entry
Because
level?
like Michael
I thought you
Bunting
just
was
didn't
up
have to
for,
play
could have been
before.
you could be up for rookie of the year at any age. I think it just
The
depends.
Delco-
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because you're
Nedeljkovic
still a
was last.
rookie.
Nadal,
Like,
Yeah.
just think about
Like,
Alex Nedeljkovic 2
It
years
doesn't
ago
say
was up for rookie of the
17-year-old of
Do
the
you guys
year.
remember when that trade was like voided? Wasn't it like Vegas and like Dadonov? Wasn't that like there was a trade that happened, but it was like too late into the trade deadline last year? Do you guys remember that at
Yeah.
all?
No, that was just more of a no trade thing rather than it being too late. I
Oh,
think.
I thought it was too late. And then he had to play for that team that wanted to trade him away.
Anyway, real quick, Wayne Simmonds playing over 1,000 games, with 1,037 games, collecting 526 points and 1,313 penalty minutes.
I do believe
a lot.
All
when
the
he gets
best.
Honored, it's some of the teams he's played for both.
What's that?
I can't remember when he gets honored, but the teams that play in that game, he played for both those teams.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably
Philly and
Toronto,
LA.
I would think.
I think something like that.
Anyway, for this week, I've been your host, Alex Ferko with Casey Freeman, Eric Robinson, Phil Tremblay,
Yes, sir.
Braden Redshaw.
Goodbye.
We will see you guys next week. Have an awesome week, everyone.